This lecture is about simplifying complex fractions, and we're going to be multiplying by the common denominator in order to simplify these complex fractions. So a complex fraction basically is a big fraction that contains smaller fractions. So this first example, we have 8 divided by a plus 8 over 8 divided by a minus 8. And so you see there's this little fraction and this little fraction within a bigger fraction. And so we never want to leave a fraction in that way, and so we want to get rid of these two little fractions. And so we look for the common denominator of the little fraction within the big fraction. And the denominator of both of these little fractions is a. So my least common denominator is a. So we're going to multiply every term in the numerator by a, and also every term in the denominator by a. Because when we multiply by a in both the numerator and denominator, a over a is 1, and so we're really just changing the way this fraction looks. We're not changing what the fraction is. So we'll have 8 over a times a plus 8a, and then 8 over a minus 8 times a. Oops. Forgot to multiply this by a, and then minus 8 times a. So when we multiply 8 over a by a, the a's cancel and we're left with 8. And then we have plus 8a. And in the denominator, when we multiply 8 over a by a, we'll be left with 8, and then minus 8a. So now both the terms in the numerator have 8 as a common factor, so we're going to factor out an 8. And when we factor out the 8, 8 divided by 8 is 1, plus 8a divided by 8 is a. Also in the denominator we have a common factor of 8, so we'll factor that out. Again, 8 divided by 8 is 1, minus 8a divided by 8 is a. Now that we have 8 times this quantity in the numerator and 8 times a quantity in the denominator, we can cancel the 8's, leaving us with 1 plus a over 1 minus a. And you can't cancel the a's or the 1's because there's addition that is separating them and subtraction down here, and it has to be multiplication as it is in this situation. So this would be our final answer. In our next example, we have 9s squared minus 25t squared over st, and 3t minus 3 over t minus 5 over s. And so this time, our lowest common denominator, we have st here, and we have a t and an s, and so the lowest common denominator is st. So we're going to multiply this by st, and we're going to multiply both the terms in the denominator by st. So when we multiply this fraction by st, the st's cancel, and we're left with 9s squared minus 25t squared. And in the denominator, we have to multiply the 3 over t by st, and also the 5 over s by st. So I'm also going to notice that in the numerator I have 9s squared, which is a perfect square. 3s times 3s is 9s squared, and also 25t squared is 5t times 5t. So this is the difference of two perfect squares, which factors as 3s plus 5t times 3s minus 5t. And in the denominator here, 3 over t times st, the t's will cancel, leaving me with 3s, minus 5 over s times st, the s's will cancel, leaving me with 5t. Now we have a 3s minus 5t on the top, and that's being multiplied by the 3s plus 5t. So since it's multiplication, we can cancel with this 3s minus 5t in the denominator. And that leaves us with 3s plus 5t. In our next example, we have 9 plus 3 over x divided by 4 plus 1/12. So again, we want to find our lowest common denominator. So we need an x, and we also have a 4 and a 12. And so the lowest common denominator there would be the 12. So 12x. So we're going to multiply both the top and the bottom by 12x. So 9 times 12x would be 108x. And then when we multiply the 3 over x by 12x, the x's cancel, leaving us with 36x. And when we multiply x over 4 by 12x, 4 goes into the 12 3 times, so we'll have 3x squared, plus 1 over 12 times 12x. The 12's cancel, leaving us with an x. Oops, this x shouldn't be here. This would just be 36 on top. So we can factor out a 36 on the top. And 108 divided by 36 is 3. So we get plus 36 divided by 36 is 1. And in the denominator, we can factor out an x. And so that would leave us with 3x plus 1. And so now we have 36 times 3x plus 1 and x times 3x plus 1, so we can cancel the 3x plus 1's, giving us 36 over x as our final answer. Our next one here, 3 over 5x minus 1 minus 3, divided by 3 over 5x minus 1 plus 3. So the least common denominator this time is the 5x minus 1. Both the denominators are the same. So we're going to multiply both the top and the bottom by 5x minus 1. And so we're going to take 3 over 5x minus 1 times 5x minus 1 minus 3 times 5x minus 1. And then do the same thing to the denominator. 3 over 5x minus 1 plus 3 times 5x minus 1. I said it but didn't write it, so 5x minus 1 goes here. And now when we multiply 3 over 5x minus 1, the 5x minus 1's cancel. So we're left with 3. And then here we want to distribute this negative 3, so that gives me negative 15x plus 3. And then the denominator, this 5x minus 1 cancels with that one, so that leaves me with 3. And then distribute this 3, gives me plus 15x minus 3. Simplifying the top, we have 3 plus 3 is 6, so we have negative 15x plus 6. And in the bottom, we have 3 minus 3, so that's 0, leaving me with 15x. The numerator has a common denominator of 3, so we can factor that out. And that would leave me with negative 5x plus 2. And in the denominator, we could write that as 3 times 5x if you wanted. And then these 3's will cancel, leaving us with negative 5x plus 2 over 5x. And again, you can't simplify those 5x's, and it's because this is being separated by addition. And that was the last example, so if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.